Welcome, my friend. You've been searching for answers, and you've arrived at this explainer for a very specific reason. Now, before we take another step on this journey together, I need you to commit. Listen to this complete explainer right until the very end. Make sure you hit subscribe on the Bhakti Life for You channel. And please, like and share this with your friends and family so they can benefit too. Our modern world is rushing by at lightning speed, but right now we are going to slow down. We're going to awaken your spirit.
So look at this question. How do we find peace in an age of chaos? I know exactly what you're feeling. You wake up and boom, your mind is instantly racing. You look around at this hyper-fast materialistic world and it's just overwhelming. Anxiety literally grips your chest and you're left wondering, how on earth do I find just a moment of stillness? Listen to me. Your feelings are completely valid. It's not just a you problem. It is the very nature of the times we are living in.
Section 1. Navigating the Kali Yuga, the context of our times.
Okay, let's dive into this. To survive a storm, you've got to know the weather, right? We are currently living in what's known as the Kali Yuga. This is the fourth and final cosmic age in the vast cycle of time, and it's basically defined by a massive decline in dharma, righteousness, and a huge spike in materialism and moral confusion. So I want to assure you right now that internal chaos you've been feeling, it's a direct reflection of this exact age of darkness. The world outside is incredibly turbulent, and that is exactly why your inner world feels so turbulent.
Section 2. Taming the restless mind, the ultimate inner roadblock. Now, we don't just surrender to this darkness, we fight it. But the biggest battle isn't outside, it's the overthinking mind. If you've ever felt weak because you can't stop overthinking, I want you to remember this wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. Even Arjuna, a literally legendary, mighty warrior, faced this exact same struggle. He flat out told Lord Krishna that his mind was harder to control than the wind itself. So you are absolutely not alone in this mental turbulence. It is the ultimate roadblock on the path to God realization.
Section 3. The power of detachment, ancient tools for modern survival. So, how do we conquer a mind that is literally faster than the wind? We have to break that psychological chain reaction of constant overthinking. And to do that, we use these ancient tools. Now, don't let these heavy Sanskrit terms intimidate you. Abhyasa just means practice. It's your daily training to force your focus onto uplifting divine thoughts. And vairaja, that means detachment. Now hear me out, because this is crucial. Detachment does not mean apathy. You don't just stop caring. It means you engage fully in your duties, you do your absolute best, but you refuse to be enslaved by the outcomes. You do the work, and you leave the results entirely to the divine.
Section 4. Selfless service as worship, the engine of progress. Now, what's really interesting here is the stark contrast in our motivations. Action driven by ego, that just breeds more anxiety because the ego is absolutely terrified of losing or failing. But karma yoga, action driven by selfless service, that changes the whole game. When you serve others as a form of worship, your focus shifts away from yourself and entirely onto the divine. You stop agonizing over what you're getting in return. And that shift, it beautifully purifies your heart and completely dissolves that anxiety.
Section 5. The magic of devotion, the shield of surrender.
Okay, but the mind is stubborn, right? Even with service, it wanders. So the crucial point is this: namasmarana, the constant remembrance and chanting of the divine name. In past ages, spiritual seekers had to do these grueling meditations or massive, complex sacrifices. But in our chaotic age, the Kali Yuga, we only need this simple, incredibly powerful act. Chanting cuts straight through the darkness. It's truly the easiest path to liberation, because God has actually seated himself directly within his name.
Listen carefully, my friend. This is how you actually apply this stuff in your day-to-day life. Meditate daily on the divine name. When you journal your worries, do it with detachment. Write them down and then consciously hand them over to God. Practice that karma yoga by doing your day job with absolute sincerity, but completely surrender the results. Keep your lifestyle balanced and make sure you're starting and ending your day with gratitude and real devotion.
Section 6. Attaining living enlightenment, the ultimate destination. Let's see how this all builds up. There are 4 pillars to living enlightenment. First is Shakti, the energy to actually change what you can, starting right now with your own thought patterns. Second is Buddhi, the intelligence to accept the things you absolutely cannot change. Third is Yukti, the clarity to recognize that this entire material world is just a constantly changing dream. And fourth is Bhakti, unwavering, solid devotion to the eternal, unchanging reality of the divine.
And this brilliantly illustrates our true potential. True God realization isn't some far-off fantasy. It's simply actualizing our divine potential through these structured ancient practices. It is the absolute ultimate luxury of human life. We're talking about a state of deep inner security, profound connection, and a supreme peace that absolutely no worldly chaos can ever touch.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I leave you with a question to really ponder. If the entire world is a changing dream, what unchanging truth will you anchor your mind to today? The path is right there in front of you. Take that first step toward God realization. Keep chanting, keep serving, and keep your faith incredibly strong. You have the power to do this. And please, before you go, subscribe to the Bhakti Live for You channel, and be sure to like and share this explainer with your loved ones. Walk with God today and always.